Hi everybody, welcome back to Bethesda Unpatched. This is episode 20, our Halloween episode. I am Joe the Wigit, and I am joined by Michael Myers himself, the space trucker extraordinaire extreme, Kilo.
See, I was going to wear this on the show, but it probably wouldn't sound great.
No.
And it smells. It's been in my closet for like 3
dainty.
years. I just found it. It's a little bit, yeah, it's a little rough. What's up, man?
How's
it going?
My gi.
To all my fellow Michiganders, happy Devil's Night. Oh, Angel's Night. You're not supposed to call it Devil's Night anymore.
I'm lost.
What do you got? You don't know. That's right, because you're Californian, and then you lived in New York before that. Devil's Night is back in the 70s. It's when we decided to start burning down the city the day before Halloween.
What? Okay.
Yep, it's a thing. Look it up. Huh? Devil's Night in Detroit is a real thing. Yep.
I'll have to look that up.
It's not anymore. It's about 25 years ago they started calling it Angel's Night. A time to do like good deeds, to try to like make sure that Detroit didn't burn down once a year.
Okay, so that's fair. I'm wearing my tournament gi. Back in the day, this is
What's it say on the? What's that?
Master Joe Wilson Jr.
Oh, okay.
And my dojo.
Nice.
Let me see. There we go. My dojo name.
So cool.
5th Dan.
Nice.
Yeah, that's the reason I got this tattoo. You can see it. After I got awarded my master belt.
Nice.
Yeah, 30 years of practice to get it and study.
I mean, if I were evil spirit, I'd be afraid of you.
I'll knock him out. I used to wear...
Happy Halloween. That's right.
I have a black belt in ninjutsu as well. And when I got my black belt, they awarded us a dogi. So it's the whole get-up, the ninja outfit, basically, with the... I have a 2-piece hood.
No.
And
no shit.
So Timmy and Ivy, my kids, every year wanted me to go take them trick-or-treating in my dogi as a ninja. So they can tell everybody that their dad's a real ninja. And I would have my real sword attached.
Yeah.
I had my shurikens hidden inside. Yeah, it was a good time.
See, I one year I got my kids the Ninjago outfits.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was like $10 a piece. They didn't have to do anything.
Nice.
I'm just
One year, my son...
What a weird mood.
My son Timothy actually wanted to be a ninja with Dad. Oh, if I would have thought about it. See, yeah. I have a shuriken, a ninja star, that was awarded to me when I got my black belt. I have it right over there, but I don't want to get up and go show it. But maybe some other time.
Fair enough. Well, you might take your computer with you again.
Yeah, again. Yeah, I was getting up before we recorded and forgot to take my headphones off and took the computer with me. Genius. All right, so we got a special Halloween episode tonight. We got a couple of things we're going to run into. So the usual news stuff, and I barely glanced over them because I was busy with other things, mostly just getting lost in space. A little bit of in-game stuff, and we got some special Halloween mods, or the mod master over here, for Starfield. And by the time you guys are listening to this, it will be Halloween. When you're watching it on YouTube, it's the day after.
So either we got, well, if anybody comes into the chat tonight, then it would be Devil's Night.
Yeah.
So, I guess, hail Satan. And then if you're watching tomorrow, it's Happy Halloween. And if you're watching the day after that, Mariah Carey's Thought Out. So
that's another one that went right over.
Yeah, Mariah Carey, the time of year that they thaw her out to come and sing her dumbass
Christmas
songs.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense, yeah.
Well, sing.
Yeah, use air quotes with
quotation marks. Yeah. I don't know where I was going with that. I want to start with some housekeeping announcements. It's not really our house.
Yeah, but I think it's important. He's our buddy.
Yes. Watch, of course, as you know, KingFanMan is a friend of the show. We've had him on a couple of times, and he does a lot of great content. Not just his stream on Saturday nights. He also makes a lot of great videos, lore videos, scary places, a lot of 76 stuff. He was one of the lucky few that got to go to New York and try out Burning Springs back before anybody knew what it was. He's a good guy. He's a good Christian man. The reason that he does what he does is because he has lupus, and it's severely debilitating disease. Some days it can be bad for him, I'm sure. I had a friend that had it as well, so I know a little bit about it firsthand, but not like what he goes through. Well, he did a broadcast after Fallout Day, and ever since then, he has been getting harassing comments on his content, calling him a corporate shill for Bethesda, saying all sorts of nasty things about our friend. The thing is that this is actually causing him extra stress, and stress can inflame the symptoms of lupus. And it's to the point where he stopped making content for the week, just in dealing with it. And even on his stream on Saturday, he cussed. Unlike us sailors over here.
Yeah, he doesn't do that.
He does not ever cuss. And he actually is actually funny. His Mississippi Queen over there kind of gave him a smack about it. But like, that's how upset that he actually is. And this is ridiculous.
It is.
This is a man that makes free content for you, for your entertainment.
And he loves Bethesda. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, he loves Bethesda, but he will call... He's not going to call it what it's not either. He's a lot like us, where if Bethesda's fallen short, he says something. If you watch his content, you know that. And speaking to the people who may or may not be listening to this podcast who's harassing him, none of this shit is anything that you would say to a man's face. You wouldn't get out from behind the computer and come and face me and say the same shit to my face. So why are you harassing a man like that?
Yeah, it's a good rule.
He's a good man. He's done nothing wrong with you. Exactly. If you don't have the balls to say it to somebody, I warned Wigit before we started. I'm low on nicotine. I'm high on caffeine. I'm pissed off right now. If you don't have the balls to say it to somebody's face, don't put it on the damn internet. Because you're not special. You're not awesome. You're not fucking cool. You're
a good rule
a
of
fucking
thumb.
Coward.
If it's something that you can't say in public to somebody directly, you shouldn't be saying it online.
No, it's ridiculous. And to be doing it to one of the nicest guys in our community.
Yeah.
Why? Because you're pissed off at Bethesda? Bethesda's making money. That's what they're doing. None of us were crazy about it. We all hoped that we were seeing something that, even me, I was hyped for something. And we didn't get it. We got an anniversary edition, which makes sense. We got the for Fallout 4, because that's coming up. We got the New Vegas bundle. We got a couple things about 76. We got the events that we're just going to be talking about here in a second. Yeah, we didn't have any announcements of Fallout. What the hell were you expecting of Fallout 5? It was greenlit like 5-6 months ago.
Yeah.
Are you guys even using your heads? And why are you taking it out on somebody like KingFanMan? Get the fuck out of here.
I mean, like we said in the last episode, the game is very, very new. Yeah, it would have been awesome if they would have gave us something, little tiny something, like a logo or something. But it's still very, very new.
Leave King alone.
Yeah, leave him alone. He's a great guy. Show him love and support. Don't tear him down.
Yeah,
it's uncalled for. Anyway, back to the show.
Back to the show. Now that I'm done with that, I'm taking him off my watch. I'm so pissed.
He's getting ready to throw down, guys. He's going for it. Let's do it.
It's ridiculous.
Don't make me put my belt on.
Right. It's just stupid, man. It's so stupid. Anyways, moving on.
So ESO,
King, we got you. So
yeah, we got his back always. He needs anything, you just shoot us a line. We'll gladly help him out with whatever he needs.
Absolutely. Do we want to get into the news?
No, let's talk about the Halloween events going on. That's the main
let's
thing
talk
in
about
this
that
episode here.
Well, you put this one in here. You want to talk about take the lead on this?
So Bethesda has a whole page on their website, which is what I'm going for. I look for things they've done in the past, and it's pretty much the same thing for the most part, just changed up over the years. But they have, in Elder Scrolls Online, they have the Witches Festival, which is a blast. I've done it for I think 2 years when I started doing it, I did it.
Okay.
And they also have a whole bunch of sales going on throughout their games. But the Witches Festival is Elder Scrolls Online. It's available now till November 4th. Players can pick up the Witch Mother's, was it Bargain? Yeah, the quest. It's free in the Crown Store. Most of the free event quests, you can go to the Crown Store and pick it up from there. And then you go starting NPC and you go off on it. If you complete the quest, you'll receive a special XP boosting memento. And that's not all. Players can become undead monsters, acquire creepy themed items, and more during the Witches Festival. Now, for those who don't know, in ESO, you can buy property and actually build up your property and decorate it. And they have special Halloween things for that. Oh yeah, it's. I think in the game I own 4 different properties. One of them, it can be as small as a room in an inn in a major city, to a like sprawling, beautiful moonscape style building and lands. Like I have a townhome estate that has the whole courtyard, and I have it all decorated. I have my horses out there because my mounts. I collect mounts in that game. It's the only game I've ever done that. It's like I gotta have my mounts, and you can display some of them, and actually have them moving around and doing things on your property. So they got special. Cool. Yeah, it's awesome. This game is incredible. I'm excited to get back into it at some point in the future. For those who find black cats cute, not cursed, the Witches Festival event is also part of the ESO's Slay Dragons Save Cats promotion. Where every dragon you slay helps raise money for pet and animal welfare charities. And they have a...
That's awesome.
Yeah, you can learn more about this initiative and sign up for sweepstakes on their site. Now, Fallout 76...
I got Oh, go ahead.
No, please.
No, I was just gonna say I got a friend of mine who adopts exclusively black cats.
Oh, really? Okay.
Just because, they're always like, because it's that thing like, oh, get a black cat for Halloween or whatever. Or people think it's unlucky, or take it back to the shelter or whatever. Yeah, she's got like 4 of them.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
That she rescued. Yeah.
I was looking at my little Luna. Luna's my cat. She's appeared on the show before, a couple episodes back. She's my little buddy.
Showed up when HP showed up.
Yeah. She just absolutely loves being by me at all times. So I have a little backpack that's laying on the ground. I don't move that backpack because it's her bed. If I'm in the den, she's there. Or in my lap, one of the two. Anyway, in Fallout 76 is Mischief Night and take part in the Nuclear Winter Challenges. So I was in 76 trying to find these events. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough time and didn't get into it, but they look like they're a lot of fun. It's a limited time event in Fallout 76 Adventure Mode, which is only the one I play in. The deranged iBot, JES-2R, has recruited you to join his posse of mischief makers and wreak havoc upon the Winter Spring Resort.
It's Jester.
Jester, yep.
JES-2R.
Mm-hmm.
Jester.
So they got that going on, and there's the Nuclear Winter. And I am keep interrupting you. Go ahead.
No, you're okay. I'm kind of interrupting. Like, I'm taking over like what you did a couple episodes.
Oh yeah, okay, that's fair.
A couple episodes ago. Just like throwing random shit in the middle of you talking. Now the caffeine's creeping in. Go ahead, man.
Nuclear Winter is also putting its own spin on Halloween with spooky decorations for Vault 51. And that's that new southern area that I played in. And special limited time challenges. Each day during the event, a new challenge is added, each with special Halloween-themed rewards. The more Overseer XP you obtain playing Nuclear Winter, the more items you unlock. Act fast, Overseer candidate. This special event concludes November 12th.
All right, I want the outfit with the glow-in-dark skeleton on it.
Yes.
Just like in real life, not in the game. I don't play it. But in real life, I think...
There was a couple of creations for Skyrim that were Halloween themed I tried to find, but I couldn't remember what they were. Good ones, too. And they have special things for Elder Scrolls Blades and Elder Scrolls Legends. And that's pretty much it. I mean, Doom itself is Halloween, but there's also a zombie Doomslayer that you can
on.
pre-order. It's a figure, a toy, not a toy. It's a figurine, collectible.
There's a bunch of discounts on Bethesda titles on Marketplace, Xbox Marketplace, PlayStation Network, and Steam. They're all having sales, which includes discounts on Prey, 2016 Doom, Evil Within, and Evil Within 2.
And you could also get Rage 2 for 50% off through the Bethesda.net.
Zombie Doomslayer looks so wicked, man.
Mm-hmm. I'll have to show it on the video version.
Yeah, definitely that close-up too there. That's awesome. And
you have some Halloween-themed Starfield.
I do. It is actually, I missed this a couple weeks ago, and I decided to include it tonight because, hey, happy Halloween.
Yeah.
And it is Starfield feature creations, which are all Halloween themed. There's a couple of good ones here. A couple that we've talked about before on previous shows. Cryomancers, which is a new faction. It's by Zone 79. I've talked about Zone 79 before. Was on the Starfield mods subreddit, I think. And I was talking to people about Zone 79 because I'm like, I really like their... It might have been Facebook. I'm like, I really love his creations, but... You know, they always glitch out for me. The clothing options, stuff like this.
You do have good luck with that, don't you?
I do have great luck with that. But this is pretty cool. It's called Cryomancers. Basically, hang on, that's exactly what Cryomancers will do to anybody that stands in their way, freeze them to death. It includes a brand new faction stemming from the spacers that use cryogenics in their technology. Play through a new mission that will lead you through their headquarters and find new weapons, companions, a ship with a custom interior, and fully furnished player home along the way. That's 800 credits, so about $8 American. And then we have the Combat Tech Halloween skin pack.
That gun looks actually pretty cool. The skin on it.
It does. It looks awesome.
Orange and black for our audio listeners.
That's the only Combat Tech Solstice that I've ever seen that looks cool. And this is a free creation by Captain Ultima. It lets you bring the spirit of Halloween to anywhere in the settled systems with custom Halloween skins for weapons like the Beowulf, Grendel, Drumbeat, Solstice, and more. And
that's what hard target, people. Come on, hard target.
There's always a hard target. The one that they never have is the Beowulf. That's the one people never skin. I had to download a mod separately for that.
I'm kind of a fan of the red and black and orange and black look, as you can tell.
It looks really cool. Well, I mean, yeah, your gi looks cool too, but I was talking about the mod.
Yeah, it does. And yes, it does.
Dredgeborn Spacesuit by Fika Malloy.
That one just looks weird. If you have, what's that fear of holes where people get creeped out by holes and things like that?
Oh,
the heebie-jeebies. That's what talking about. That would upset people like that.
Oh well, that makes sense because this is inspired by the art style of H.R. Geiger.
Okay.
The guy that came up with the aliens design.
Yep.
Spacesuit designed for true horror fanatics with formidable stats and 3 additional skin options that lean into the space horror theme. This is the perfect spacesuit for the season.
I remember this one. That's the last one. I'm jumping ahead, but the Cursed Rovers. Oh my god, that thing is so weird.
Well, Useful Morgues we talked about before, by Cora Dick,
which is also kind of weird.
A morgue on the ship, but then there's also here coming up a little bit. You guys will probably want the gift wrapped. Was it the body bags? The one that replaces the body bags with Christmas wrapping paper?
Oh yeah,
for the morgue. It's a little early for that. We're not thawing out Mariah Carey yet.
No.
So yeah.
Be warned, corpses count as contraband and are quite heavy.
Yeah.
No kidding.
The new bag, collected the bag. Why? I mean, why? But okay, but why?
I don't know.
Variants of morgues for Deimos, Hope Tech, Nova, Stroud, and Teo. Yeehaw. And yeah, the last one here is one of a kind Cursed Rovers. A Rev 8 with human legs for wheels. There's another one where the chassis is just Sarah Morgan's head with no eyes. It's just some of the most bizarre
Disturbing
body horror shit.
Yeah, it's a little disturbing.
It's a little unnerving. It is. I'll admit that. So there you got some mods for Starfield. You got some sales going on, and you got some events going on with their online games. Happy Halloween! There you go.
I remember that they used to do special updates for some of the games, the single player games, that they would do little Halloween events for it. I couldn't remember what it was. I swear I do prep for the show before we record. Yeah, okay, there's the All Hallows Eve. It's a Halloween overhaul in Nexus mods. I remember that one, where you got pumpkins everywhere and pumpkin head masks that you can wear. So all the cities and towns are decorated.
That's kind of weird to me, because even if you're like in Fallout 4, you see it a lot more in Fallout 4. I don't think you see it as much in Fallout 3. But Fallout 4, I remember, especially like the schools and some of the other buildings, you'll see Halloween decorations around.
Mm-hmm.
Because the bombs dropped a week before Halloween.
That's true.
So some places like were decorated already for Halloween.
So yeah, there's a ton of them out there, mostly in Nexus, but the Halloween overhaul was a really good one. And I don't remember if there was any on the creations. Anyway, back to the show. Let's get into some news.
Let's get into some news. How about Ella Purnell sucks at Fallout?
What?
Yeah, Ella Purnell. So she did an interview. I guess we can probably put the link to the YouTube short in our description. But she's doing this interview. First of all, I did not know Ella Purnell was British.
Oh, yeah?
She might not be. She could be South African. I'm not sure. I'm horrible with accents. But she has a gorgeous voice in her native tongue. And apparently she was told, the producers of the show said that she didn't have to worry about playing the game, that it wasn't important for the role because the TV show wasn't set in any of the games. But she decided that she wanted to do it, and she self admits that she's actually horrible at the game, but that she wanted to try it because she understood that after playing it, when she picked up the Pit-Boy, when she put on the vault suit, she understood the gravity of what that meant to the fandom. So she did it for...
I know what you're trying to say.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She did it for the fandom. She did it for the love of the project and wanting to come through as sincerely and genuinely and do justice to the property that she's stepping into, which I thought was pretty awesome.
Oh, yeah. One thing I forgot to mention on the top of the show is that we are doing episode 3 tonight.
We are doing episode 3.
Of the TV show, so...
Of the TV show. Indeed. This is episode 20. We're doing episode 3. Keep up. All right. ESO developer says crossplay is actively being worked on now.
Yeah, they've mentioned that several months ago, actually, that it is something that they've heard the player base. Well, they should hear it because everyone's been yelling about it for years now, and that they are actively working on getting crossplay going.
Yes. No promises, no dates or any releases or any other details. But it has been absolutely said by Bethesda that they are working on it. So that should be... Is Matt Ferror that mentioned it in an interview on the Kinda Funny podcast.
I would love to get him on our show.
Obviously. Oh, yeah.
I've talked to him a couple of times. The guy's awesome. He'd be fun.
Yeah. Matt.
It is not as simple as flipping a switch when you're doing that kind of coding, because the different operating systems and the different background code for PlayStation and Xbox. Well, Xbox is very similar to PC, so it's not as difficult. PC to Xbox, right. I figured they'd already have it done by now, but I think they just want to make sure they get every system included before they launch it live.
Right.
And getting it to work properly, yeah.
Coding languages, right?
Yep.
There's different languages involved, different
And not just that, they have to work
scripts
with
that
the
have to
different
be-
servers. They have to work with Sony servers and
Right.
Xbox, and then get permissions to allow everything to communicate. It's a nightmare.
That sounds like a horrible job.
If you don't have it from the get-go of the game being launched, it's going to be a challenge and a half afterward, which is true. And they also mentioned they were doing that for Fallout 76 as well.
We can look forward to that, question mark, eventually.
And hopefully
So,
in the
let's see
future multiplayer games that they develop will come out with multiplayer or cross-platform. That'd be amazing.
Right. Well, now if that's the case, they're already working on an agreement with Sony for that.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be a lot easier to do that from the get-go moving forward. Theoretically, right?
Theoretically.
That sounded right. Okay. It sounded right in my head.
Yeah, you were right. You're good.
Okay. Elder Scrolls Online Seasons of the Worm Cult Part 2 and Update 48 not alive on PC and Mac, if anybody still uses Macs.
No. Unfortunately,
so,
there's a few
dude.
people that actually do, but gaming on a Mac is like trying to do, well, what's it like? It's like trying to cut grass with a water hose. It just doesn't work.
Trying to cut grass with a water hose. That's a pretty good analogy. I like that. Latest adventure is part of the 2025 Content Pass and 2025 Premium Edition, both available now. The release also features the Update 48 base game patch, including a series of changes and fixes, including the addition of a brand new event, which is Seasons of the Worm Cult 2. This is the Writhing Wall storyline that we mentioned, or the Writhing Wall event that we talked about last week.
Yeah. We talked about it a couple weeks, but yeah,
like
we brought it up.
So it looks like we're going to be going into the conclusion here. The wall has fallen. Stirk Fellowship marches eastward. Help your allies strike at the heart of the cult's operations on Solstice. In the concluding quest line of the Seasons of the Worm Cult saga.
Nice. I love the new mount they have in there. It's like a glowing wolf, undead wolf, a skinless undead wolf.
Remember how we looked at the trailer for Season 2?
Yes.
And we saw the slow-mo bullet. It has been confirmed. Fallout showrunner has confirmed VATS will alter time in Season 2, and that little clip of Lucy shooting the rifle and the bullet coming out real slow, that was VATS.
Okay, I'm wondering how they're going to explain that.
Mm-hmm.
On the show. That's going to be interesting.
I don't know. The in-game ability allows players to bring time to a halt and line up multiple shots on an incoming foe. The video gaming mechanic has not yet made it to the streaming series, but that's about to change. Speaking as part of the December issue of Empire Magazine, Fallout Season 2 showrunner revealed Graham Wagner described a moment in the new episode in which Ella Purnell's Lucy takes her first VATS shot where time freezes. We keep pushing her, and as she gradually acclimates to the wild, wild west of the wasteland. And, King, I'm sorry, man. KingFanMan is a huge Elvis fan. He's a big fan of the Kings in New Vegas. And apparently this shot takes place when the Ghoul and Lucy take down a group of mutant Elvis impersonators known as the Kings faction at the gates of New Vegas. So it looks like the Kings are indeed ghouls. That's a bummer, dude. It was a really cool faction. That doesn't mean there's not we don't know. There could be some non-ghoul kings remaining.
It could be a blend. I don't know.
It could be. Who knows?
We'll know in a couple months.
Who knows? We will indeed. Not a couple months. Like 6 weeks. Yeah. In about 6 weeks. That's how close we're getting, man. We're getting close. We're getting close. Okay, I wanted to include this one real quick. It's a Kickstarter for a Doom board game.
I'm just looking at that. The
games,
Doom's Arena and Doom the Dark Ages.
Doom's Dark Ages.
It looks... Yep. I love board games. I'm really, really into them, especially the more obscure board games. I have a whole bunch of them. And this one looks something like it's right up my alley.
Heck yeah, man.
The two games use the same rule sets, but are two different Doom eras. Doom 1993 Arena board game is set in the original 1993 video game world and the associated pixelated aesthetic. That's badass.
Correct.
Doom the Dark Ages Arena board game is based on the 2025 Doom. Doom the Dark Ages. And I gotta play that some more. That game is so fun. Released developer by id Software and published by Bethesda Softworks and is a grim, dark, medieval fantasy aesthetic. That's really cool.
Yep.
It's a two-player competitive combat rules. Pit the lone Doom guy against the horrors of hell on a hex-based arena map. Each unit is has unique abilities and specialized attacks, requiring players to balance offense and defense in each turn to maximize damage and minimize incoming assaults.
Dude, it sounds so freaking awesome.
Yeah.
And this is a Modifius product. We talk about Modifius a lot on the show.
Mm-hmm.
It is a product of theirs. And yeah, that looks a lot like that'd be a lot of fun.
I want.
You want it?
Yep.
Heck yeah. So I got something else to talk about here. Danny Trejo spoke up, apparently, during the Fallout Day broadcast. Danny Trejo, Trejo.
Yeah, I do the same things. Trejo.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, Trejo.
The J is silent.
That's right. He voiced in Fallout New Vegas, like we were just talking about.
Oh, sorry. Not silent. I want to correct that before people yell at me. It's an H sound.
It's an H sound. Okay. Okay, we're good.
We're good.
Yeah. During the Fallout Day presentation, he apparently put on his Instagram, Fallout Remaster New Vegas, boss. That's what he said. He wants a remaster New Vegas. Don't we all?
Yeah, a lot of people have been crying for that for a long time.
You know what the problem with that is, right?
Yeah, Bethesda didn't make it.
Well, yes and no. I believe it was Tim Lamb when he left Interplay. All the original source code for New Vegas was destroyed. So the original source code doesn't.
I'm sure they have backups of that stuff.
That's what I heard. That's why I heard from King. I'll give the man a shout out. Apparently, in an interview, he said when he left that the original source is gone. So you either have to remake the game or forget it.
I find that hard to believe from being in the industry because I know that there was like at least 20 different backups of everything going on all the time.
I don't know.
Well,
that's just what I heard. I don't know. Maybe you're right. Maybe there's something out there.
And the game still exists, so you can still get the code from that.
Could you reverse? Would you have to reverse engineer? Or
no, you just plug it into the game engine.
Would you be able to access?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I would love a remaster of New Vegas.
That would be pretty cool.
Oh, this just pertained back to our conversation with HB a couple weeks ago. Apparently, there's a new study release that says 40% of today's teens claim to avoid games that portray women in hurtful ways.
Yeah, I don't know how much I buy that into that too, but sure.
Nope, I know. I plenty of teenage boys around here. I don't know about that, but if that's the case, then that's good. That's good. But I mean, realistically, nowadays they just don't make the games like that, like they did in the early aughts or the late '90s. Where it just doesn't happen as much now as it used to. And if it does, it's usually like some anime chick type thing or something like that. You don't see a lot of that in the main titles anymore. The days of Bayonetta and the original Tomb Raider, stuff like that. You don't see that as much anymore.
Mm-mm.
Dead or Alive. I ain't gonna lie. I like Dead or Alive back in the day.
Everyone's too sensitive nowadays. Doesn't have a sense of humor.
And we're not going to talk about that anymore. I think that's enough for the news today. I kind of want to get into the TV show.
Yeah, let's roll. So,
right.
Let me pull up my notes. I forgot to do that. I watched it last night.
I watched it with my wife today, and she comments the whole time.
So, episode 3, it opens up with a flashback from the Ghoul, which I always forget his real name, to his career. Cooper Howard, when he was acting in westerns. And it shows a bit of his relationship with his wife and his daughter, and it make it look like she's flirting with him, like just meeting him type scenario. Yeah, it's very sappy and adorable, but yeah,
Yeah,
It made me wonder
it's
something.
kind of.
I have a lot of these
What's
wonder
that?
moments in this episode. It makes
Go
you
for it.
really wonder if they are going to be bringing the wife and the daughter into the show later on, but either as ghouls themselves or if they were like cryo frozen in a vault. Because I don't think they ever show if they made it to a vault or not. We know he doesn't, but we don't know if they do.
Well, the daughter was with him when the bombs dropped,
Yeah.
but also we do know that the mom works for Vault Tech.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you're right. I don't think we ever actually saw, not yet anyways,
Oh, wait.
what happened to them.
And it's jumping ahead too much, but there's later on in the series when Lucy's brother, again, I'm bad with names, discovers something in the vault. Yeah, Norman discovers something in the vault that is very telling, and I'm wondering if his wife and daughter are in that area.
Oh, shit.
When he finds the brain
bot.
bot.
I totally forgot. Okay, we can't talk about that yet.
That's where my train of thought was going on that.
You might be right. I think you might be right. Yeah, Norman, man.
He starts coming into character on this episode.
Yeah, he starts getting a little dark right off the rip. Him in the council in the council room. Mm-hmm. After Chet comes out crying because he lost his gatekeeper job. He goes in and talks to the council, and he's just not really buying what they're selling at all.
No. Well, that cancels a bunch of idiots. I'm sorry, but they are. I mean,
yeah.
You look at when they start doing the ruling on what they're going to do with the raiders that they have in prison.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. Really?
Yeah.
We're going to rehabilitate them. Oh. Yeah, good luck with that. Let me know how it goes.
I about died. Yeah, and Norman's like, we should just do to them what they would have done to us.
And when the guy was saying, what was it? What did that raider do to him that said that it gives me hope that they're willing to listen? It was so dumb.
Oh, it was yeah, they're willing to communicate and they're open to a spark of cultural exchange. Yeah, the raider who showed me his butthole is what
Oh yeah. Right.
I said. He's like,
oh dear God.
So delusional, man. Too funny.
It also shows when it goes back to the ghoul after that shows his little background scene about him getting his chem out that he needs and using it. And
yeah,
the ghoul's reliance on chems is something that is featured heavily in Fallout 76 when you become a ghoul. And that was added later on. So I'm wondering if that's because of the show or if that's something that's already been baked into the lore.
Well, I got an answer for you. It's because of the show.
Okay.
100%. Because that was not a thing before at all. It was literally just a matter of time. It could be they're kind of ambiguous about it in the other games, like 3 and 4 and New Vegas, where you can turn into a ghoul. Some turn into feral ghouls right away. Some people retain their faculties about them and then turn into ghouls later, but they don't really put any hard and fast rules.
I didn't remember seeing anything about that before. Mind you, I'm not the best with Fallout lore. I just know what I know from Fallout 76 and the couple hours I played on other Fallout games. But it also made me wonder, how much of 76 and other future Fallout games are going to be influenced by what the showrunners have done.
Most likely, it's going to be a continuation.
Because the chem thing makes sense when you really think about it for the ghouls.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It makes a lot of sense.
Absolutely.
And it put a really interesting plot point with the ghoul.
It does, and it makes it. I mean, it literally makes it a mechanic. So maybe in future, like Fallout 5 or other future Fallout titles, we can look forward to the option of becoming a ghoul, and if we are a ghoul, then either
it's in 76.
maintaining our humanity.
Yep, and you need chems in 76 to maintain.
For the single player games to follow, like you said, the influence.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Oh my God. Lucy with the head.
Yeah, and that's what I put in my notes. Lucy in the head.
Yeah, my wife was cracking up with her holding his head like it's the most normal thing in the world. sticks the tracker up the up the head's nose, like, yeah, snug as a bug in a rug. And then we have her. She confirms her interest, not her. Well, her interest, her not like in a romantic way, but her
admiration.
Thank you for the knight. He's like, I wonder who that knight was. I wonder how he's doing. And we show him fixing his armor, or trying to.
Yeah. Maximus is a kind of a interesting spot with me. He is rather dumb. He's brave, but he's brave stupid.
Yeah.
And that's what it kind of worries me a bit about him. Oh, by the way, I'm starting a new thing. I spotted more chickens. There were, in fact, 3 of them.
No, are we counting chickens now?
Yep. We got to bring up the chickens. It's a thing. And there were 3 of them by Maximus when he was doing his armor. They were getting in the way.
Okay, I didn't realize that. That's right. Yeah, the way the repair girl takes goes in. Can you fix this? Yes.
My notes were really cute repair tech. When Maximus is trying to get his power armor repaired, and that really quick.
Yes. So he has to sell his teeth.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. Did he really sell his dang teeth? It looked like it.
Yeah, because if you listen to him talking, my wife picked up on it right away. When he goes over to confront the scavengers, when they find his armor,
a little bit of a lisp.
He has a lisp.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep, as he's talking, and he gets his ass kicked.
Oh yeah, big time. Like I said, brave and stupid.
Yeah. Danielle was like, Mrs. Kilo, she was like, he better do like a badass backflip karate chop, or I'm not going to be impressed. He picks up the crowbar in the toilet seat. Oh my God.
And my note says,
part is when he...
When he what?
Go ahead.
When he crushes the head? Yeah, great.
Yeah.
But in my notes, this is the first time we see that Maximus can kind of almost sort of fight. Still dumb, but starting to get more brave.
He's somewhat resourceful.
Yeah, and I was wondering,
was he loving it when Thaddeus showed up. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I know, that was great.
I'm motor mouth tonight.
I was wondering, how in the world did the power armor know to crush that raider's head? Because he wasn't controlling it. He was backwards into the armor.
Right, but there must be something inside of the arm that articulates that hand, because he was able to, his whole thing is when they were kicking his ass against the armor is he was trying to get his hand into the sleeve.
Yeah, I didn't see it. And I don't know how he was dexterous enough to get that hand to be there and to grab him.
To at least, get it up and move it enough to...
It threw me off a bit. Not going to lie. It really threw me off a little bit. Besides the nasty-ass gore, it was just... It didn't make much sense to me. It was cool, but it didn't make much sense.
Yeah, well, it was cool. I'll take that. But Thaddeus shows up.
That was great.
And, of course, this is one of Maximus's bullies. So he hurries back to the armory, jumps in it. So he looks like, of course, his voice is disguised. And, he gets to just torment this guy.
The cod piece really clean it.
The cod piece, yeah. Clean that.
Paying back for what was done to him. And I was sitting there wondering, how in the world does he think he's going to pull this off? Is he going to stay in the power armor the entire time? What about his basic needs? Eating, shitting, peeing?
True. I don't know what
his thinking was on this.
Has, I don't know if there's like in Halo and Spartan armor, there's the ability within the suit to relieve yourself. I don't know if that's the same thing in the power armor, but Thaddeus does mention that he's gathering water to fill up the water bag so he stays hydrated. And he puts the stuff in the helmet. So there's some means of putting water in. There has to be a way for it to come out. I don't know, but they did put extra weight on finding the head of Wilzig. Because he says whoever gets the target controls, the clerics say, whoever gets the target controls the wasteland.
Yeah.
So we do get that.
So that chip is something very, very vital and important. They do go back to the council before that whole thing, and I think they were way over harsh with Lucy's brother. And they were just, yeah, they're ignorant is what they are.
Yeah, they were, but he ends up getting an interesting job.
True, feeding the
raiders. Like they're going to teach him that. I mean, he really starts getting. I don't want to say dark for who the vault dwellers are, but pragmatic. Yeah, he has a far deeper understanding. For whatever reason, he's not buying the Kool-Aid that they're selling. You know what I mean? I think it was actually right below that we see Hollywood Boulevard. We see Lucy on Hollywood Boulevard.
Yep.
Which is a street that you've actually been on, I'm sure.
Many times.
Yep.
And it stinks all high hell right now. Not a great place right now.
Why is it stink?
Yeah, human feces everywhere.
Oh, copy.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, excrement.
Yep.
Again, Mrs. Keela was like, something's going to jump up and eat that deer.
Yeah, they made it too obvious.
Yeah.
And that brings up the gulper,
like,
which is a very interesting thing. Yeah, because that gulper in the
it's
show is 3 times bigger than anything I've ever seen in a game. Because the average gulper in the game is about the size of a man.
Oh, the thing's massive. My wife called it, what was it? She's like, that's mutated, right? An axolotl. It's a mutated axolotl. That's what she called it. Because it does. It looks like an axolotl. Mm-hmm. But it has the creepiest part of it is the fingers in the mouth.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
And it's not just like little
being anything in the games. That is, it's weird.
I've never seen it in the games either.
Really weird.
I don't know if somebody can tell us if it's in the first, because I haven't played 1 or 2. I watched a speed run of both of those games, but I'd never actually played through the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if that's a creature from the early games or not. I think it's interesting. Okay, no, that's a little bit later on.
Gulpers are just kind of not one of the more interesting beasties in the Fallout universe, but they made it pretty interesting in the show.
Yeah, they sure did.
And they did one thing with it that was
crocodile
really confusing and, again, didn't make any sense. But we'll talk about that later.
What's that?
Like how it, how, yeah. Later. Anyway.
Got you. Maximus and the apple tree.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Continued torment of Thaddeus. Thaddeus falls out of the damn tree. It's funny as hell. This is something else I hadn't seen in the game before, is the radiation trail detector.
Oh, yes. That's exactly what I was going to bring up, because I don't remember seeing anything about that in the game.
And when they started walking, before they actually got to the satellite, they started walking. Was that LAX in the background? Was that supposed to be LAX?
You know what? I have to look at that again, because I think you might be right.
Because they had like the dome. Yeah.
Yeah, if they're over by LAX Hollywood Boulevard, then LAX would probably be no more than a day or so walk.
Cool.
Maybe a little bit more, because it's about
that's what it looked
45-minute drive. But yeah.
And that was before they show up and they find Wilzig. And my favorite part is they're like, is that Wilzig? He doesn't have a head.
Mm-hmm.
And then Maximus is like, pull out the drawing.
He's sitting there over top of it.
And they
that's him.
Oh,
for
yeah,
sure.
That's him. That's got to be him.
How?
Sure. Okay.
How can you tell?
And then Thaddeus takes the detector. He's like, okay, like, let's see, is it this direction? And then Maximus just follows the footprints. Like, oh yeah, footprints. That works. The tracks.
The blind leading the blind going on over here.
Exactly. 100%. And then Lucy.
Yeah, this cracked me up. The ghoul using Lucy as bait. I said in my notes, I said it's hilarious and it's a jackass. It's a jackass move, but it's a badass jackass move.
It is. It really is. Well, what's funny is that she's like, you shouldn't torture people. It's not right. Or something like that.
And he goes into the whole scientific study of torture.
They used to do these things called studies. And this one study says torture doesn't do no good. He dunks her like 3 or 4 times. And then brings up like, but I'm not torturing you.
You're bait.
I'm using you as bait. And then you see the I don't know what the little creature was. He pulled out
the leech.
Picked up off the ground. It was like a little flower with And he threw it to 4 and 4 chomped it.
Yeah, it had to be reference to something. I didn't know what though.
I don't know what either, because I don't think I've ever seen that before. I'm not sure. Um, but she's like like you shouldn't treat people like this. The golden rule, and this is the one that really got me, because of course in Lucy's attempt to escape the Gulper, she ended up smashing the ghoul's saddlebags, and it got caught in there for a little bit. It ended up destroying all of the ghoul's drugs, the things keeping him.
Yeah.
So obviously he knows he's got to go off and he's got to find a replacement for these drugs.
And
this killed me. This is 100% a nod to all of us players. He said, well, the Wasteland has its own golden rule. Thou shalt get sidetracked by bullshit every goddamn time. Because what has happened, any
side quest
can attest. Yep. You're headed somewhere, and then all of a sudden you see something, and you're like, oh, I better go take care of that. Or, yep, you get sidetracked all the time. It happens. And then you're like, oh, yeah, that's right. I was headed to Diamond City or whatever. 100%. I love that line. It's so fucking funny. Thaddeus was a fly farm shitter. When Thaddeus telling his backstory and confesses that he was actually the one that was being beat up. And when Maximus's group showed up, he's like, well, let's go beat that guy up. And that made him popular. And he wasn't the one getting his ass kicked anymore. So it's an interesting little moment between Thaddeus and Maximus.
Yeah.
The two of them kind of finding
finding common ground, trying to set them up as possible friends, companions.
Right. Well, because at this point, Thaddeus doesn't know that Maximus isn't Titus.
Right.
Thaddeus thinks that Maximus is dead.
I put in my notes. I forgot what it was. It was some kind of when they were. Oh yeah. When they come across the Gulper, and Maximus copying Titus. Fuck. Cracked up at that because he's running away.
That was freaking funny. And when Maximus saves Thaddeus and prolapses the Gulpers, that's the first time you get the close up of the fingers in the mouth.
That was the second time. They showed it when Lucy was getting swallowed.
Yeah, but that was like a super close up.
Okay.
I don't think they showed it that close. I mean, you could tell when Lucy was being attacked, but this was like
it was pretty close.
A real close up.
Yeah, they did get a little closer on this one.
Fingers hanging down like this.
This is where it really threw me off, is how the Gulper died. Now I know that there's certain amphibians in the world that will eject their own stomach to empty it, but they'll bring it back in, and most of the time they don't die from that. So how did it eject its own stomach and just die? It didn't make any sense.
Yeah, I don't. Except that Maximus was in the power armor and was just pulling and was strong enough to do that. But how that killed it, I don't necessarily know.
Yeah,
but Thaddeus nonetheless survived.
Yeah, that's the one part that just did not make sense to me, and it kind of threw me off a little bit.
Well, I mean, again, it's Fallout. We have to suspend disbelief a little bit in some cases. We know radiation doesn't work the way it does in the real world. We know that the rule of thumb doesn't work the way it does in the real world.
But still, you got to try to make some things a little bit more believable. I mean, the show is amazing, but it's like everything. It has a couple moments where you're like, what? Why?
Well, then we go back to the ghoul and Lucy as they're walking. And do you know where they're at when we cut back to them walking? Right before he takes a drink of water.
No, I kind of missed this. I was taking
at?
care of something, and I missed that
Okay.
part.
The very opening scene, when he's walking down the alleyway between the buildings on the set.
Yeah, on the set, yeah.
Off in the distance, you see a statue holding a globe. When you see Lucy and Ghoul in this scene, you see the globe on the ground. They're walking on the set where he was filming.
Oh, okay.
200 years plus before. Yeah, which is an interesting little nod there.
And they start showing what's interesting near the end of the episode. They start showing where the Ghoul became the spokesman for Vault-Tec.
Yep.
And he starts praising them like, I think you guys are doing God's work. This is incredible.
Right, yeah. Well, thank you on behalf of all decent Americans.
Mm-hmm.
Is this suit really protect you from all radiation? And you see the look on the Vault-Tec lady's face, and they kind of exchange a look with the dude. And
yeah,
yeah, absolutely. which is so sets the tone for what Vault Tech was all about, man.
Yeah.
Which is a very evil organization, if you know anything about the Fallout games. And then, of course, we see him give the thumbs up at the end.
Yeah, it was a good way to cut the episode.
Mm-hmm. It was very good.
That's all I got for episode 3. It's a good setup episode.
Mm-hmm.
And it's starting to get into the really good stuff.
It is. It is. I believe it. Yep. Next episode, we will see. Back when they first started filming, there was, of course, people are taking pictures of, as usual, us Fallout fans were always clamoring for everything. There's a bunch of pictures that were released of the shopping mall that was set up as a super duper mart, which is the Walmart of the Fallout universe, I guess you could call it. And we get to see that. We're gonna see a psychopathic Mr. Handy coming up. I'm
a weird nerd when it comes to my fantasy and sci-fi stuff. I love creatures.
Yeah.
And then different animals, and because it takes a whole lot of imagination to come up with a different flora and fauna in a fantasy setting, and the creatures of Fallout fascinate the crap out of me. So I was geeking out when the Gulper came into the scene. Even when you see rad roaches later on, it's like awesome.
Yeah, I mean, we see a lot of that, and we're getting more in season 2. I'm extremely excited for that.
The Death Claw is going to be amazing.
Yeah. I'm most excited because next episode is going to be kind of a turning point for the Ghoul and Lucy. It becomes a turning point.
I don't really remember the episode.
It is, because Lucy ends up saving his ass.
Yeah, the episode name for episode 4 is The Ghouls. Okay, I think I remember it.
Then we return to that house.
We're getting a little bit low on time, so I'm going to have you talk about your playtime. And we'll wrap up the episode.
Playtime? Okay. Yeah, well, I mean, it was Halloween, and I got to playing Starfield again this week. And I went back and I decided to do At Hell's Gate again, which is
something
Doom
I need
expansion.
to do for the first time. I have never done it.
You haven't done it yet?
No, because the reward is a shotgun. I never use shotguns in the game.
Well, there's a shotgun, there's a spacesuit, the Doomslayer spacesuit, and the sword.
Again, I don't do melee either.
Badass sword. Well, I don't either.
So I don't
even have the shotgun on my person.
Never had interest to do it, but I need to do it.
I went and did it. It's a fun one. It's definitely like well, I mean, obviously it's Doom, so it's Doom.
Yeah.
But it is I'm one particular crossover that I really love is space horror. And that's what it is. And
well, obviously, Doom or Hell's Gate makes sense.
I mean, that's what it is. But it has the classic space horror because you end up you find the transmission at an SSN broadcast. I found mine on New Atlantis, and it's a distress beacon or distress signal that comes through like randomly, like a haunted radio type style thing, and then that leads you to the ship, a derelict ship, which leads you to another derelict ship where the crew is sauced, and then that leads you to a facility. And I love it. It's really fun. It's just popping aliens like you would in Doom, or demons. You'll see when you play. But yeah, I got all the rewards and everything, and I have the Doomslayer armor because I have my troop bay on my ship, on my main ship. So I have the Doomslayer armor on a mannequin on there with a shotgun mounted next to it. But I haven't figured out what to do with the sword because the sword is so huge, like it doesn't fit in the normal rack. So, and I only have that troop bay. I don't have an armor. I don't think I have an armory on that ship because I have the troop bay. So I have to find a way to display the sword somewhere.
Be cool if there was a way to get mounted on the wall.
That's pretty much what we did.
I was in Fallout 76 trying to get to the Halloween events. Never did. Couldn't get them. So I was going to talk about that tonight. But I mean, I still have gameplay from Fallout 76, but I'm going to just move it on to the next episode.
There you go. Well, real quick, just before we shut down here, I want to mention some comments and reviews that we got. No, more comments and reviews. These all come from our YouTube. In episode 18, Is That a Pickle Barrel? Machi Ball 0808 said, I found this episode funny. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. We try to have a good time. We try to have fun. In episode 17, Burning Springs, Vex, who's one of our new followers on YouTube, Vex2958, said, awesome stuff. Thank you very much. And then that same episode, we mentioned that this is when we talked about Skyrim Grandma retiring. And we said that, well, KingFanMan is going to have to be Fallout Grandpa. And he said this in response. He said, how about Bethesda Grandpa? Then I can play all the Bethesda games. Absolutely. KingFanMan, you are now Bethesda Grandpa. I think I called him, what did I call him? I gave him names. We
Fallout Grandpa.
Back and forth.
Was the one we settled on.
Oh, okay. Because I think OGBG. That's what I ended up, is the acronym. Original Gangster Bethesda Grandpa.
Yeah.
So that's it. That was our comments from the last couple weeks. So if you want your comment or review read on the show, you can help us out by commenting on any of our YouTube videos, even the shorts. We have a bunch. I put out shorts every week.
Yep. And like and subscribe.
And then also on Spotify and iTunes, give us some 5-star reviews. Those help other Bethesda fans and other people who may like our content. That helps them find us.
Right.
And always, share, like, subscribe, follow, notification bell.
If you want to clip our content and use it for something, we're normally very open to that. So
yeah, our settings on TikTok and YouTube, you can just screen record, but like on TikTok, you can stitch and duet and whatever you like there as well. That's why we have those set the way they are. So feel free.
We are just another part of the Bethesda universe, the fandom.
We are indeed.
Thank you so much for listening, everybody. We have so much fun doing this show, and we can't wait to get at it every week. And next week's, we're back to normal episodes. Episode 21, we'll be covering episode 4 of the TV show, like we mentioned a little bit ago. And that's about it. So I'm going to say good night. Thank you so much for listening, everybody. Have a wonderful Halloween and be safe. And have a great time out in the Bethesdaverse.
Peace out.